I've located an interesting potential recruit for you. They claim to have recently escaped from, and I'm paraphrasing here, an evil lab. I can't verify that, of course, but their abilities are real enough.
Now that's determination. Let's recruit her.
I had the same thought. Wherever they came from, they'll be a valuable asset to the Resistance. I'll set up a meeting for you. All right, I'm flagging a new recruit for you, but you have to promise not to make a mess in your pants when you hear who it is.
Go on.
It seems none other than Aidan Pierce has made his way to London, and apparently he's a friend of Connie's. Is there anyone she doesn't know?
He's committed for sure. Sounds like an asset worth recruiting.
I've marked a potential recruit for you, and by recruit I mean a masked madman who hacked our optic channel and started telling everyone he was in charge.
Well, I mean, I do have seniority.
Where is this?
You see what I'm dealing with here? His credentials check out. Just give him something to do to get him off my arse, would you?
Hey, Pig! Fuck you!
No,
I'm getting out of here right now.
I was having a chat with your mate, Richard Malik. Just a former SIRS agent and a former Albion drone talking shop. Anyway, he pointed me to this audio recording. You should give it a listen. Could be something big.
Let's hear it.
And when you got a moment, give Malik a smack across the chops for me, will you?
What the hell do you mean there's no open investigation? Are you the police or not?
We are, and I mean it exactly the way it sounds.
My friend was a journalist. She was working on a story about SIRS kidnapping people off the street, and then she goes missing. You don't find that the slightest bit suspicious?
Look, the decision not to investigate happened way over my pay grade. Do you understand? Way over.
You're fucking in on it. Jesus Christ!
I'm hanging up.
And I'm recording this.
The journalist mentioned in that call seems to have run afoul of SIRS. And seeing as they've taken 1984 less as a dire warning and more as an instruction book, she may be in trouble.
She needs our assistance.
Agreed. Let's do it.
I've marked her last known location on your map. You should hurry, though. It was dated recently enough that SIRS might not have caught up with her yet. You're needed. Can you...
Yes, I'm ready. Oh.
Here's something fun. I was doing one of my routine head counts, and it turns out one of you is completely unaccounted for. Probably kidnapped.
Shit!
Quite. Fortunately, I took a look through our ever-expanding enemies list, and I think I've identified the culprit. Finding him should lead us to our missing operative.
Check.
This is where that journalist mysteriously vanished while she was looking into SIRS mysteriously vanishing people.
Well, that's where we'll start to look.
I thought we might be able to get ahead of those Stasi wannabes at SIRS, but I'm seeing signs of a struggle. I've tagged a few pieces of evidence that I can analyze more closely if you get me some high-resolution stills.
Definitely not sticking around here.
Someone spray-painted the security cameras. A notepad file is open. Looks like a journalist's. I've added a transcript to your data drive. We know she was here at least.
Thank you, Bagley.
It looks like there's something interesting under that car. Move it so we can have a closer look. Tyre tracks, left relatively recently. 24.9-inch diameter. Common size for a large chassis vehicle like a truck or a van.
Shit! What do we do now?
Oh, calm down. Did you think I had you take all those photos for my invite feed? If you find the CTOS hub, I can cross-reference the stills you took with the security feed and isolate the moments before the journalist was taken. It may contain a clue.
Yes, I understand.
Get away, you fucking stupid thing!
Found it. Here is the image just as the camera was blacked out. Notice the van in the background. The partial license plate number indicates this is a government vehicle.
Interesting.
This confirms the journalist was most likely abducted by SIRS. You know who might know where an SIRS operative would take a questionably legally detained journalist? Another SIRS operative. I've got Malik on the line.
I don't trust him.
Do you have to? I suppose I might have an agenda. Then again, I might just be bored.
Okay. And?
Look closely at the paint in the security still. It's not commercial. That's Kark paint. Chemical resistant. Military. Do you remember earlier when you saved me from Albion?
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, come on, that was fun. Anyway, I didn't want the day to be a waste, so I installed a worm in their comms equipment that fed me, among other things, data on their supply requisitions. I just gave Bagley access to it.
Looks like Albion just ordered a crate of Kark paint in that color to the Albion Internment Center. Pushing the location now. There's someone here who fancies a chat. Pushing the coordinates now. I'm ready to go when you are.
Sign me up.
This is the Albion Internment Center. That journalist who was investigating the SIRS illegal kidnapping program should be inside.
Help me.
Right, get her out.
Bloody fucking hell.
Looks like you avoided them.
Thanks for your help and everything, but we have to keep this short. If I can't get out of this country tonight, I am colossally buggered.
Well, I'm with DedSec. How can we help?
All right then, maybe you can help. You see, SIR's found a legal loophole that's let them arrest you for anything they want. Did your butler's beagle have its hair cut by the same groomer as one of the tone bombers? Well, then SIRS can arrest you without a warrant, and the Snoopers Charter makes it legal.
How does that work?
Ever since London got on CTOS, SIRS has full access to every email, every phone call, every CCTV stream, everything. When you give over that level of information to the government, the question isn't how could they do it, it's how could they not?
Cool. I mean, that's bad. Look, here's an address. Someone will meet you there with a new passport.
Once the journalist makes it to safety, I'll make DedSec resources available to her so she can finish her story.
Good thinking, you clever bot.
Watch it! No!
I shouldn't stick around.
Thanks for checking in, Chief. I've been sort of torn up lately. An old friend of mine got jumped the other night. I want to go visit him, but... well, you know.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was a pack of fuckers from EPAF. They knew my mate ain't from here. They kept yelling, England first, as they kicked the shit out with him.
How can we help?
I don't know.
Oh, poor thing.
It's a classic paradox. The shittier a society gets, the less willing everyone is to share it. There's been a spike in anti-immigrant violence lately, perpetrated by organised groups like the EPAF.
Let me guess. Someone else is pulling their strings.
The EPAF, or English Patriotic Action Front, appears to be unusually well funded and organised. They could be connected to some larger criminal enterprise.
We need to dig into this.
DedSec needs you on something.
Ah, good. Was thinking you forgot about me.
This is Kennington Park. Local news reports indicate it's been occupied by a group of violent xenophobes calling themselves the English Patriotic Action Front.
Watch it! I'm coming by!
Hey, I need backup!
Neutralizing hostile target. Engaging hostile target.
Fuck! I'm right in the open!
Go Spider-Bomb!
Engaging target.
Don't have to die like this!
Neutralizing hostile target.
Cover!
I repeat, all units, you have reports of a hostile in your area.
Received.
Over.
Let's keep this by the book. Over.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
Keeping you safe.
One interesting email on here. It seems the EPAF answers to someone calling themselves Kingfisher, who is pushing them to attack immigrants.
Huh. Interesting. What else you got?
The laptop's GPS indicates a location where Kingfisher regularly meets with at least one EPAF member. I doubt they go there to swap football stickers or pick each other's hooves.
Probably can dig up something good if we check it.
Pushing the coordinates now. This is where an EPAF organizer had his regular meetings with Kingfisher, who seems to be pulling the EPAF's strings.
Keeping you safe.
What the fuck is this?
Investigating disturbance. Keeping you safe. Target resisting arrest. Using restraining measures.
Completely unacceptable. Just piss off already.
Returning to patrol.
Well, that should be the last of them.
Why do we have to meet in a police station? Makes me feel edgy.
It's good cover. If anyone sees you, they'll assume the old Bill picked you up.
Just weird to be sitting here without the old bracelets is all. So what have you got for us?
Names. It's a list of people in this neighborhood that Filament tells us will be prone to violence if provoked.
You want us to start some fights?
The bloodier the better. We want some nice, scary ultra-violence for Gran and Grandad on the evening news. Is that a problem?
How do we know this won't come back on me and mine?
Sirs wants the same thing you want. Everyone out of the Oval and the immigrant crisis resolved. You'd be doing a public service.
Ha! A public servant. Who'd have thought, eh?
Multiple files added to the data drive. And would you look at that? Kingfisher is an SIRS officer, so they're the ones funding the EPAF.
SIRS is behind this. Shit. Just once I want it to be reptoids.
It's all here in the audio file, or you could just ask Kingfisher himself. The Met are lending him an office in this very police station.
Sorry, what? Why?
Maybe it cuts down on his commute. How should I know? Find him and take him out so we can put an end to this EPAF business.
What was that?
Kingfisher is down. That should make it harder for those xenophobic goons to get their intolerant hands on military weaponry at the very least. Wish the same could be said for Albion. On a related note, you should probably scarper.
Requesting backup. Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile. Responding to the call. Over. Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Search units, disengage. This search is pointless.
The powers that be are trying to provoke immigrant violence to justify coming down on them like a ton of pricks.
What do I do?
I've asked Malik for his analysis.
The Surface will bury it if you release that recording to the media, so you'll have to self-distribute. SIR's protocol says to do two things. Information on the internet and distance themselves from the incident. Propaganda works, so no one will know what's true, and by the time the dust settles, anyone who could incriminate them will be gone. Let's roll.
Agreed.
Done.
Welcome to DedSec. Bigger, stronger, badder than ever.
Hell yes! I'm ready to get my hands dirty with you lot.
Brilliant.
The ongoing protest against illegal immigration in Kennington Park has dispersed today, following rumours of turmoil amongst the protesters. SIRS confirms several of the protest's organisers have been arrested on outstanding warrants.
Here we are. Good place for some art. Love it or hate it, this will turn heads.